Now we are ready to create some additional pieces from that watch. Let's first start to model this rippled piece here. To do this, create a polygon cylinder again. Let me move that up a little bit. So go here to the inputs and set the subdivision caps to 2. So select that middle mouse so that you have 2 splits in here, or at least one in the center here. And now let's select all those faces here, delete that, so that you have a single plane here. Let me center the pivot, and then let's bring this into its position. So move it in Z, and then hit V and middle mouse to bring it in the center of that hole. We could also move this guy down a little bit. And now let me hit F to zoom in on that, or frame in on that. We have to first scale this guy up to a point that it fits with the background image, somewhere about here. And now let's go in and say, okay, select this edge loop here, and let's scale that down to somewhere about here. And now let's go here, select this edge, hit Control, right click, go to the edge ring utilities again, and to edge ring and split. And then up here under the inputs, set this to multi, and set the divisions to 26. So with that done, we now have to select some faces here. So select this face, and then Shift select double click. So I'm holding down Shift all the time. Select this face, double click on the next one, this one. You get the idea watching me doing this. Okay, so now we have all those faces selected, and with that done, go to extrude, and let's extrude those up somewhere about here. So if you hit 3 on the keyboard, you see those nice ripples, and I think I'm going with this one. It should work fine. You might want to go back a step and move those faces a tiny bit down. Hit 3 to see the smooth version, and it looks good to me. So I leave it for now as it is. Okay, so now we have to copy that over. We're doing this the same way we did with the first cylinders we created. So with that object still selected, hit Control D, and then move the pivot like we did before by holding down D and then X, middle mouse to the center of the grid, and then we have to rotate that again as we did before. That was 263.5 degrees, and we do Control D to duplicate that again, bring that over, and that was 96.5. So now we have our 3 ripple plates here, or rippled surfaces. Okay, let's create those little pointers and the little rivets here on each of this part. So let's create a cylinder again. Let's bring it to, let's bring it by holding down the V key and the middle mouse over that vertex here. Let's bring it there. Let's scale that guy down. Alright, so let's bring it up and scale it down in Y. And let's change the subdivision caps to 2. And now let's extrude some faces here. 1, 2, hit extrude, and move those out. Oh, I took the wrong faces. So I need to take those here and hit extrude. and move those out somewhere about here. Okay, so now let's add some splits in here. So insert edge loop tool. I put in 2 here and 2 here, and I might want to say, okay, select this edge here and go to the right again. If you select one edge here and you hit Control, right click, go to the edge ring utilities, go to edge ring and split, set this from relative to multi, and now with those 2 edge loops created, double click on one, shift double click on the other one, and then scale it. Why is that not scaling? That's 1. Shift select double click and then scale. There you go. For some reason didn't work the first time. Okay, so now let's go in and say hit a 3. I want this a little bit more narrow in the end, so select those vertices here and scale those in. And then let's add in another edge loop here. Okay, so now hit 3 on the keyboard, and what you see, a nice little pointer. Okay, maybe we want to add another split here on the end so that the edge is a little bit more sharp down here. Okay, let's try that out. That's looking a little bit better. Turn off wireframe on shaded. Alright, so now we get the pointer here. And so yeah, that's looking good to me. Let me pause the video for a second, and then we go in and create this little rivet, and then we copy that over, and we might want to start creating some additional pieces in the next video. Okay, see you.